everybody. I'm gonna make this real quick. It's kind of about 3 o'clock in the morning. I have my grandmother's funeral to go to later today, I should say. Just gonna record this video real quick, upload it. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
It's week 12 of the NFL, and coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Seahawks and the Niners on Thursday night primetime.
What a nightcap this could prove to be. The Niners and the Seahawks underway here in the Thanksgiving finale. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Purdy going to the air right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. Leading them out, the 4th-year man out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
This defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns. And
he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain of 38 there on third down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Shifts by him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 17 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. And going right back to Walker. Pretty move. They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 9. They look to throw. It's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Locke now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 4 catches, 53 yards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 31.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Play action. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Samuel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 17-7 is our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0. That's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the pass are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Lock gonna throw. That is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers 21. Lock now on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Walker once more. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the middle, here's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Locke. That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now to the air, Locke. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Throwing now is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Block now on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside of the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably going to say, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Final play of the half, Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Walker with another carry. There's the stiff arm. Muscles him off. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Locke. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Myers connects on the PAT. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
So if we recount touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They look to throw. It's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Purdy will look to throw again here. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 4, it's second and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Purdy will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, 175 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They run again with Walker. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can throw on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Purdy. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Just want to come on here real quick and say a couple of things. Number one, it's good to see the Cowboys at the bottom of the NFC, and it's good to see different teams on in this playoff run. Got the Jets in at 5, and it looks like Cowboys are at 6. New York Giants are at 2. So, what else? What else we have here? I wanted to change something up here quick. Here we go. Gotta figure out who number 7 is, because that's Hassan Reddick's number. I want to change it real quick. Devin Bush. I changed 2 numbers here. Who's got 7? Oh, that's right. So we'll make Hassan Reddick 0 instead. This guy doesn't deserve it. I don't even like Devin Bush. Yeah, we'll make him 3. Hassan Reddick. Maybe I'm going way too fast here. Hold on. Oh, it's way at the top.
This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab.
He's going to take number 0. There we go. Save changes. Back out. Yeah, he's really one of our best players. Okay, news. Nothing on there. We're 11-0. We play the Cowboys next. That's going to knock down their chances in the playoffs. 0-11 for the Texans. Jesus. 1-10 for the Rams. 10-1 for Kansas City. So far, J.J. McCarthy is still number 1. He's out for 42 touchdowns. J.J. McCarthy's going to have a lot to catch up on. Nothing on the rushing leaders. Jackson Smith and DK are still number 1 and 2. Sack leaders. Really? Interceptions? Interesting. Alright, and that's it. Alright, guys. I have to be up in a few hours to go drive about an hour to a funeral for my grandma. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. See you in the next one. Peace.